Welcome to Why Should I Invest? Developed by the International Collegiate Angels Network, or ICAN. At ICAN, we believe that campus-born ventures are today's most underappreciated asset class. Each podcast will spotlight a campus-born founder and the venture they're building. I'm going to ask the tough questions that investors would want to ask. So welcome to another episode of Why Should I Invest? I'm Dr. Tom Denning. Today I'm talking with Dr. Dharmdev Joshi, and Dharmdev has a very, very interesting set of products under the brand name MedHugs. And I've looked at your website, and I've looked at all your materials. It just looks fantastic. So MedHugs is a doctor-founded brand of mouth-dissolving vitamin strips, helping people who can't swallow or hate taking pills. Dharmdev, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. I really appreciate it. And I really would love to, know more about everything and would love to share my story.
Well, let's start with that. Let's start with, a little bit of background about yourself and how you came up with this idea for MedHugs.
Sure. I have been a practicing physician since 10 years now. I have treated more than 200,000 patients.
Wow.
And one of the reasons the company started was because of my niece. My niece was a preemie baby. She was in NICU for 8 weeks. And
she's adorable, by the way. She's on your website. I saw her. She's adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Raji, right? Raji, yes.
Raji. She's my princess.
Yeah.
And we call her Raji because she was always a happy kid.
Mm-hmm.
But, growing up, she used to suffer from iron deficiency anemia. And that was one of the reasons we wanted to give her iron supplements. Mm-hmm. And the options in the market at that time was syrups or capsules or pills. And she couldn't swallow properly.
Yeah.
And she used to come and talk to me like, aren't you a doctor? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how good of a doctor are you? I'm like, I think I'm pretty good. Why? And she said the greatest line that I have always remember is, if you're a doctor, why can't you help me? That moved me completely. And I was like, okay, if I cannot help one person that I really love, it does not make any sense to be a doctor. Yeah. And that is what started the whole mission of the company. And I started researching, and I used to love those small little Listerine strips, mouth freshener strips.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to think like, why can't I use the same thing for my niece? That would just be easier. And that is where we started developing our products. We started developing the taste part of things. We wanted to make sure that it was less than 30 seconds. And that is where the company started. And then I wanted to scale up and, help people who really struggle with this scenario. Because being a doctor, then it came to all of my patients who used to complain to me that, hey, doc, I can't take pills or capsules.
Sure.
Can you help me with something else?
My goodness.
And that was like, oh, yeah, this is a real demand. There's a real problem for this, and we need to find a solution for that.
Right.
And that is where the company started.
Yeah, it's a great story. It's a great founding story. Certainly motivational. Yeah. And by the way, the website is medhugs.com. And you can see Raji there in a beautiful photograph with Dr. Joshi. But let's talk about the product a little bit. So it's a dissolvable strip that you place upon your tongue. Talk a little bit about what the product features are and what makes it unique.
Sure. So let me show you the actual product. So this tiny little strip is as thin as a paper. So what we do is we have a vegan, all-natural laminate. On top of it, we coat it with active ingredients. Mm-hmm. So the reason this becomes really potent is this dissolves directly into the mouth. Mm-hmm. So all the blood supply in the mouth itself gets absorbing all the nutrients in it. But it's not going to the gut. So there is no loss of ingredients. There's no loss of active ingredients in itself.
Okay.
So almost 80 to 90% absorption happens directly into the blood. Compared to a pill or a capsule, which takes 40 to 50% of absorption. Yeah. So this becomes way more precise, way more potent, way more faster compared to any traditional pill or a capsule in the market.
Yeah.
On top of it, people who have problems swallowing, they need water with it. They need, assistance with it, holding the neck up and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This solves everything of that.
Yeah.
You just place it on your tongue. You don't need water with it. Yeah. It takes 30 seconds to dissolve, and that's it. And you can coat with multiple vitamins on it itself. So right now we have developed around 150 products. Out of that, we just launched 6. So we have started developing for pharmaceutical drugs also that we are coming up down the line, where we can actually make pharmaceuticals, drugs also in form
Wow.
of strips. So it
Yeah.
becomes easier, faster, because if you look at all the emergency medications,
Yeah.
everything happens with a sublingual route, which is directly into the mouth, direct absorption, faster results.
Right.
And that is what we try to aim. And I think this is what the next, big boom would be, because
Yeah.
in the age of AI, we are still using a technology of a pill, which is like 5 to 10 decades ago. So
Yeah.
it does not, the medicine needs to catch up now.
No,
And I think this is the time for it.
I totally understand that. I've been in
Yep,
many places. I've been in a car. It's like I need a Sudafed or something, and there's no water around, right? So it's like
exactly.
I can't do anything about it. Well, tell me a little bit about how that dissolves. And I mean, it's a fairly large
Yes.
patch, and you just put it on your tongue, and
Yes.
then and how quickly does it dissolve?
So it takes 30 seconds. So if I
Okay.
just place it
Wow.
on my tongue,
Yeah. Yeah.
it takes 30 seconds to
Yeah.
melt into the
Uh
mouth
huh.
itself,
Yeah.
and you don't need water.
Uh huh.
So what happens is the saliva itself
Yeah.
breaks the strip down.
Wow.
So the active enzymes in the saliva
Wow.
breaks it into smaller pieces so that the blood supply can actually absorb it faster.
Yeah.
And this makes it very easy. So if you can see,
Yeah. It's
it's
gone.
completely gone. That's it. So 30 seconds and it's done. Like while having a conversation, I'm done with my daily dose.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So there was a vitamins I hope that you took right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, okay, so I can understand where young children who are incapable of swallowing pills and so on, this would be a product that would be a market for this product. What other opportunities do you have for this product?
So for this, we are catering to a larger audience also. The
Yeah.
people who are extremely health conscious and
Uh
are
huh.
always in a hurry. So busy individuals who don't have time to carry all the bulky
Sure.
all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's easier for them to just have a
Yeah.
small little box, just a simple little strip packet, and that's it. Uh,
Yeah.
for people of older age who have struggles taking pills and capsules and have to take those pills and
Sure.
capsules
Right.
for themselves,
Yeah.
that opens a whole huge market for that,
Yeah.
as well as people, especially family individuals. So moms always are looking for, medications for the kids as well as for the parents. This becomes a whole, avenue where they can serve both of the family members and become a whole family event for them. So they just
Yeah.
have to get one thing that everyone likes, and that's
Right,
it.
right. And I've looked at your packaging. It's just beautiful. I mean, you guys
Oh,
have
thank
got
you.
some very nice, clean packs. You get 6 products currently on your website that are available
Yes.
via e-commerce. So I'm looking also at your pitch deck, and some interesting data on your pitch deck.
Yes.
For example, you say 1 in 6 Americans can't swallow pills, and I
Mhm.
wonder, is that? I mean, that seems like a lot of people that can't swallow
Exactly.
pills, right?
So I think when we started researching it, we actually went through research papers, and this was
Yeah.
actually the data from the Dysphagia Society of American Societies. And that was the data, actual data that they
Right.
collected was 1 in 6 individuals
Yeah.
in globally
Right.
have some form of swallowing difficulties.
Yeah.
And that actually develops more and more with all the fatty food, all the pre-processed food. That is always going to happen. And more cases are developing. So every year, around 400,000 patients have these issues
Right.
because of, the body metabolism itself is changing. The way our body and the food habits have been changing.
Yeah.
That leads to these issues.
Huh.
And that is where we find it is we need to adapt to the solutions to the problem.
Yeah.
We cannot just have the same solution for every problem, and that is
Awesome.
where we think this would be a great changer.
Well said. That's perfectly entrepreneurial right there.
Thank you.
I guess every time I see a product like this, it's like, yeah, of course. Why. So why hasn't this been done before? And maybe it has, or if it has been done, then why hasn't it caught on as a delivery mechanism?
I think the data was always there, so the technology was always there.
Yeah.
The issue was before the manufacturing cost was so high,
Okay.
so that they could not afford to have this developed more.
I see.
So all the pharmaceutical companies had initially tried this, but the amount that used to take was
Okay.
tremendously high. Now
Okay.
it is easier with the gummies coming into the market. So now people have adapted to, okay, I can get something which is good, tastier, and it
Okay.
is healthier for me.
I
Whereas
see.
initially it was always like, if it tastes bad and if it
Yeah.
tastes terrible, that is healthy for me. And pills are always that way, that if it tastes bad, that is healthy for me. Everything
Okay.
else is just candy. And that is
So
where this change has been going on.
it's very interesting. So it's kind of like an evolution in the technology underlying the delivery mechanism.
Exactly. And
And
it's a great opportunity because now the
wow.
market is growing and
Yes.
market is adapting to these things. And after COVID, people really want preventive solutions rather than, after getting the disease and then getting into, health and fitness. They're
Yeah.
proactively seeking for better alternatives. And that opens
Yes.
a whole new avenue for it.
Well, you use a term in your documents here that I've been looking at. You use a term called pill fatigue. I think that's a
Oh,
kind of
yes.
interesting term. Tell me about that. Right, pill fatigue.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That coin term came up when I was talking to my patients. All of my patients hate taking pills.
Yeah.
I know being a doctor, it becomes a counterintuitive when I say, hey, I know
Yeah.
you hate taking pills, but you
Yeah.
have to take
You
pills.
have to.
And
Yeah.
they're like, dog, can't you just, give me an IV or, just, I hate taking
Yeah.
pills. I cannot
Yeah.
swallow pills.
Yeah.
And that struggle itself,
Yeah.
people are tired of it. Like everywhere you see, it's either a capsule, it's a tablet, and people are forced to take that.
Yeah.
And the only solution is people want something different, better, faster also. And they don't want to have that bloating sensation now. They don't
Yeah.
want to have to
Okay.
carry those bottles everywhere. And
Sure.
I think
Yeah.
that is where the fatigue comes in,
Yeah.
is people are
Pill
just tired.
fatigue.
Yeah.
I love it. So you've estimated a $30 billion global market for this, and
Yes.
a service a share of market for your opportunity at 30 million here, at least in the short run,
Yes.
and that's fascinating. So you're talking primarily about your market being a domestic U.S. market, or are you thinking globally already?
Right now, we are going to start focusing on the US market itself.
Okay.
And what we have done is we are trying to make sure that people understand what this product is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest reasons we want to start with the US market is the market itself is very understanding in terms of the
Okay.
demand itself.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
the highest population of people who take vitamins and supplements is in the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah.
So this is gives us a better idea about, if people really have this idea about this is something different.
Yeah.
This needs a lot of education also. It also
Yeah.
needs a lot of awareness. And that, I think,
Yeah.
leads us to a US market where we can
Yeah.
start
Okay.
here. And
Okay.
we want to scale up to all over the globe.
Got it. And
Mhm.
you've been using the term we, so I'm assuming
Yes.
you've got a pretty good team around you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your team?
Sure. So we are three musketeers. So we are three founders.
Yeah.
We are troublemakers for sure.
Uh-huh.
I am from a medical background, so that
Right.
gives me a deeper insight on the patient aspect, the demands of patients. My co-founder is Medhavini. She has been a lifelong social worker. She has been a 40-year social worker, completely focused on women empowerment. In India. She was
Okay.
also a judge in India into
Okay.
consumer markets. So she knows a lot of legal processes and regulatory
Gotcha.
processes. So we are good with that.
Okay.
And then I have the third co-founder, Devashi. He is a Cornell graduate. He was a product manager, and he has been very critical in terms of designing the products. So
Yeah.
that is where we
Okay.
wanted to have something sustainable. So our product is a metal box. It is not
Yeah.
just a cardboard box that
Yeah.
bends. Every strip is actually vacuum sealed inside a small little pouch.
Uh-huh.
So no two strips join
Right.
together. And it is easier, it is hygienic.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
just peel it off.
Yes.
You don't need preservatives because we hated preservatives. So
Uh-huh.
there are absolutely no preservatives in our strip because it's
Wow.
vacuum sealed. There
Uh-huh.
is no reaction with outside air.
Yeah.
And those small little things is what made MedHugs what it is. And that is where we call ourselves Three Musketeers. Is like
Yeah.
we're distributing everything out there.
Well, I definitely recommend people go to your website and take a look at the beautiful packaging that you've put together in a product. And you call it Nutra Hugs, which is
Yes.
great. MedHugs and then Nutra Hugs. And you've got multivitamins, immune support, gut health, blood and bone support, energy, and sleep. So these are your six entry and sort of market entry products.
True.
And you're
And on
selling
top
them
of
primarily by e-commerce now?
Yes. So right now we are selling it through our website
Okay.
and through Amazon.
Okay.
But we also have partnered with Sensora. It's a pharmaceutical distribution network.
Okay.
So we have been got in partnership with them. So they want
Oh,
to scale us into the European market down the line. So
okay.
that is where they
You're
partner up with
already,
us right now.
yeah,
That hey, down the line, we see this potential of it,
yeah.
and we want to partner it right now. And the next pharmaceutical line that we want to develop, it's going to come in 2027,
Yeah.
where we have developed pharmaceutical lines for kids, for adults. We have
Wow.
also developed a pet market line. So
Yeah.
all
Oh,
pet lovers out there,
perfect.
who it's a huge market for it.
Totally perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've tried to give pills to dogs and it's
true.
terrible. Yeah.
Exactly. So we made for them also. So it's a
Well,
complete new way of doing it.
it's a wonderful story. Tell me a little bit about, how these are produced and packaged, and do you have the ability to scale to meet, what could be tremendous new demand?
Yes, so right now we are developing our manufacturing facilities in US also.
Okay.
But currently what we do is we are manufacturing it in India right now.
Okay.
We have our own IP, we have our own formulations,
Okay.
we have protected them. We have our insights also in the manufacturing processes.
Okay.
All of our processes are all GMP approved, FDA cleared. We also have, the Canadian health licenses. We
Uh-huh.
also have the European licenses to get into. So all of our products is completely into an airtight chamber.
Okay.
Every product comes completely sealed in this little laminate box itself,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
there is no human interaction the whole process.
Right.
All the ingredients are completely natural. There are no artificial ingredients. There is
Uh-huh.
no added sugar also.
Right.
So it's completely 0 calories. There is no preservatives into this. And
Yeah.
every strip out there is triple tested. So we just don't test it ourselves. We also
Uh-huh.
give a third party
Sure.
testing for it. So
Yeah.
we make sure that what we say is already backed with a
Yeah.
lot of documentation as well as proof that this really works.
Yeah.
And that is where we are going to develop further. Is we're going to
Wow.
go into a manufacturing capacity of more than a billion strips a day,
Yeah.
and that is what our aim is. We want to
Yeah.
make that, and we want to make sure that we develop more and more products and just scale it
I
into
have no
the
doubt that
biggest
you.
company
I
out
have
there.
no doubt that you will. Again, I
Thank you.
think the packaging is amazing. I think your entry level products are right on target. You said you've got some in inventory now
Mhm.
So if I order today, I can get it in relatively short
100%.
order. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can order
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
We have inventory worth, I would say around 30,000 units
Uh
with
huh.
us. So any orders out there, we can fulfill them right away. And we
Okay.
also have a size of 6 to 8 weeks to get a new production cycle also ready.
Right.
So that is also something that we
Okay.
can help scale, and we
Wow.
can scale it into a really large amount also.
Wow, you're a
So
physician that
yeah.
knows business. That's really cool. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that. Yeah. No,
Oh,
so if I, it's
this
great.
is a great
Yeah,
experience.
you got to learn, right? So if I order a NutriHugs multivitamin pack, how many are
Yes.
in a box?
So in a box, there's 30 strips.
30
So it's a
strips.
box of 30 for
Yeah,
the whole month.
whole month.
Uh,
Yeah,
yes. So
yeah.
just one strip a day, and that's
Right.
it. You're done
Okay.
for the daily vitamins
Okay.
need of the day.
And what's the
And
retail price?
right now, we sell it through our website at
Yeah.
30, but with a
Okay.
subscription, it goes down to 25 to
Ah,
$20.
okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well,
it's
and
pretty
you're
huge because a lot of our customers, like, they come to us and like, why didn't we know you guys sooner? Had we known,
yeah,
we'd have bought it way earlier.
I can
So
see
we
that.
actually have, yeah, great turnover, like month and month
Yeah.
growth of around
Yeah.
12 to 15%. We
Oh
have
my.
a retention
Yeah.
subscription of 10% every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
So that gives us a huge boost of that.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
we are doing something right.
Yeah, you definitely are. And
Thank you.
I'm looking at the future, and you're talking about antihypertensives,
Mhm.
antidepressants, pediatric formulations, immunosuppressants, and other kinds of
Yes,
really cool applications.
thank you.
Yeah,
We,
and
we,
and
we want to help as much as we can, and we
yeah,
want to find ways that, sometimes the drugs that are daily taken, that is the first thing that we want to target.
uh,
People who need to take that medication every day, that
yeah,
should be the hassle that we want to solve.
right.
And I think that is where we want to go ahead also.
Okay. Well, Dr. Joshi, you are currently seeking $500,000 to $1 million in a convertible note. Is that correct?
Yes, we
Uh-huh.
are.
Okay.
And the reason we are want to use that is mainly for the awareness and the marketing. That is going to be around 40% of the whole corpus itself. Next, we want to go into is the R&D development of our
Yeah.
next line of products.
Okay.
So that is going to take a chunk of around 20% of the funds itself.
Uh-huh.
And the rest we're going to go is into team building, because right now we are a small little team
Right.
of 15 people. We want to scale it
Oh,
up,
okay.
and we want to go into different markets. We want to
Yeah.
go into different regional
Right.
partnerships also. I think that will take a lot of capital, and that
Yeah.
is where we are looking for.
Well, you've got, again, I mean, I've said it several times today, you've got a great looking packaging. You've got a really nice website, a very clean website. It looks like the product, the 6 products that you currently got in the market seem very intuitive to me. And it seems like you have a great team, certainly on board already. So with all that, I wrap up each show with the simple question: why should I invest?
You're not investing in the company, I would say, to be very honest. You're investing in a small little promise that I gave to my niece. And that promise itself means a lot to me than any other out there, because if nothing else, it's just a help to people who need it. And if that is not what business is, I don't know what is. Because from a physician standpoint, all I think about is if I can help someone and if I can solve their problem, that is all that business means to me. And that little promise is why I think the investment is worth the while, because you will feel that, that satisfaction that you get from helping people, seeing them, not struggle with pills every day and be happy with that thing.
Right.
It just makes the day for me.
Wow, what a
So,
great story. Dharmdev,
thank you so
thank you so
much.
much for being a part of our show today. I definitely appreciate it. Again, the website is medhugs.com, and we look forward to watching the success of this great company. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you so much, doctor. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for having me. I
You
really
bet.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
For more information about how you can get involved in the ICAN mission, please contact me directly via email at tomdenning@icanhub.net.